Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down right at the 20.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Now it's second down here. That's a design quarterback keeper. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. List goes on and on. But they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Now they run a draw play. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Wideout's now clustered. Can he make it to the marker? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. A running play called on 4th down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on the hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's McMillan. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receiver in motion now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's third down for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
First down. They're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Makes a nice move there.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Keeping it on the ground here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they... board, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looking for the wideout. And is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on 1st down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Locates the tight end, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely, but when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. On the run here, lets it go. Checks this down to the running back. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The Hoosiers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Indiana. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
See if they can convert the point after. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
On third down, he drops to throw. Sure hands. It's Perkins. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose from the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McMillan. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trying to extend the play. And this time it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Bringing pressure, and he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense cannot be stopped. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's McMillan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Pressure is coming. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, they get some big yards here on 3rd down, but they're still going to be short, so it'll bring up a 4th down and a big decision for this offense.
And the Hoosiers will line up to boot it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. They'll mark this at the 15. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching downfield. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Touchdown, Bama. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a 1st down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. The shotgun running play call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Man, I love the pressure by this pass rush. I know they didn't get to the quarterback, but they definitely affected the throw.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Back to throw again. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At midfield, inside the 40, past the 20, and bulldozing his way through. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Goodness, what a run, and I almost feel bad for him. He goes end to end by this running back from his own 1-yard line to the opponent's 1-yard line, and he doesn't get into the end zone. Great run. I wish the ref would have given him that one.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. And the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. 14. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking downfield. Now the senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
A completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry up.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Offense facing second and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The pocket breaking down. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. It's third and long. He drops to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Hit as he released it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw, as the third down pressure works.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack from the defense.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And that is no good. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.